unless you've been doing this for a while, and I mean, minimum 3 years, really today is not the day you want to be trading. Today you just want to sit and watch and practice, but understand that there's you do not get these days frequently, and actually you only get them once a month, which means if you've been trading for, let's say, a couple of years or a few months, that's not a lot of these days that you have under the belt. And I say this because professional traders that have been around for a long time will actually sit on the sidelines on days like today. Now I know the markets can be very exciting, and you can see a lot of movement, and as a retail trader you feel you've got to be a part of that. Whatever you do, practice it on a demo account, especially if you're here for the first time or you're visiting us here for the second, third day or something like that. And this is a daily chart, and again, if you notice yesterday, the high and the low here on the euro dollar, and we're trading inside that. So I mean, you would think we're kind of getting to a range day here, but the truth here is that there's been a lot of shorts. They started somewhere around this 130, 129 level back here a while back when the situation with this whole euro crisis got started. And a lot of these shorts were not counting on seeing this euro climb back up to these levels. They've added to some of their positions, and right now, if I was a market maker and I'm seeing this information, and I know, for example, that next week we also have the ECB meeting, and there's rumors right now that there's probably a 50-50 chance that they may lower the basis points by 1/4%. Now, a lot of these short positions probably are putting in their stops somewhere around these levels up here, this 34, somewhere between 3,400 and 3,540 up here, 50. Is where I know a lot of the shorts are going to have stops. And if I'm a market maker, and I know, again, I can see the overall market, the euro direction, and the whole issues that they're having there, and the fact that it looks like they're going to have a recession and so forth. I know eventually the euro is going to get back down again. But I also know there are a lot of short positions in here, and if I could find a way to maneuver to kind of push these prices up into these levels, I'm going to be able to collect a lot of orders that there I can go ahead eventually turn back and pocket a lot of profit. But I need reasons to do that. You can't just do that out of nowhere, because if the market is going to react to this news that comes out, and let's say we do get a really bad number, let's say we get 80,000, 70,000, 60,000, it's going to be very difficult to try to get that the euro to break these highs here. There's a good chance the euro will decline, and we'll probably drop here to these levels, these recent lows here that we had this week, and possibly if we break that, then we'll work our way down to this level down here, which is down at the 29.80 level. One thing for sure that we know is that if the numbers stay, like I said, within the 100 to 150,000, we'll probably stay range bound. The euro will stay range bound till next week and work these levels here, this 30.25 and up here to this 32.20. Probably. Sometimes they may try to spike above it, sometimes they may try to spike below it, but overall, this is probably the range the euro will hold till next week, where we get the ECB rate announcement. But you're going to see, just as we get closer to the trading time, the spreads will get really wide. On an average, non-farm payroll, we could see 15-point to 20-point spreads, and this is normally kind of the interbank traders not trying to give positions up, and really they just don't want to trade. Anyways, here we go. And 243, wow, 243. Definitely we're going to see a euro that will test the highs of the 320s and possibly continue heading higher. And we will see, I believe, the rest of the market selling the dollar off, selling the yens off. Let's see what the unemployment rate came in at. See if that is going to reinforce this. 8.3. Wow. Well, to me that's hard to believe, but we got to take in the numbers as they come in and believe that they're real. But you can see the euro right now. There are 15-point spreads. The market is not willing to negotiate. This is basically what you're seeing right now. The interbank traders are not wanting to negotiate. This really caught everyone by surprise. Now this is quite a surprise, guys, I have to say. And here's the euro dollar. For example, you're wanting to, or you believe in trying to take a position on the long side based on these numbers because you trade it. Basically what you can do is utilize this area in here for support, set a tight stop. Okay, here it goes. It's down at 60 right now. And again, I apologize. This happens. Projection does slow down. But here's the euro dollar really coming. Wow, look at that. They're going to whipsaw. They're going to whipsaw. Any of you guys take 40? If you're in at 40, any entries at 40, make sure you go ahead and start taking points. If you took 40, make sure you take points. Excellent. All right, so you saw the 40, which we have a lot of support tested. It came down to the buy zone. That was your chance there to go ahead and get in and get out and make your fast points. All right, so again, I am out with 11 points on that. These conditions, I'm sorry, you have to be really fast and understand what's happening to go ahead and act on it. You cannot wait for us to say, do something. This is why, it's really important if you're in here for the first time, or these are one of the first times you're in, that you understand a little bit of what the market is doing. And in this case, it was pretty obvious they were going to whipsaw. And if you're still in some of that position, again, right now there is no risk. You can set your stops at break even, and this puppy can run here for a while. So anybody still in that position at 40, you can definitely give this one a chance, because we could see this get back up to that 3,200 and then some. Keep your eyes on these green zones, and you'll see how they continue to recalculate lower. And every time the price ventures faster into this buy zone, then the buy zone is recalculating, is when we get imbalances in the market. And that's normally when the market will give you a few points of profit. And that's what our traders are doing that have been with us for a while. They'll go ahead and trade these levels. Let's say like right now, it just hit 20. And they'll go ahead and jump in these levels. Oh, here it goes, guys. It's moving. What you want to do is quickly, when you jump into these, is again get in, get out, take your profits, and be done. You saw it hit the 12 level and quickly bounce from there. And again, the projection is really slow, but we're now at 23.24. And again, the projection, I apologize, is so slow, but the real price is 24.25. And this is where normally we would take profits. If you did execute off of your 1 hour Fibonacci wall here at 12, and that right now you've already taken some profits, I hope, or definitely bringing your stops up to break even. And if you decide to hold anything, normally you'll want to go ahead and set your break evens in there. Again, I didn't do anything. I'm into the explanation mode, so just trying to do some things here on the projection. But again, it's so slow that it doesn't really reflect what's what's happening. This is the reason why a lot of times we cannot try to execute live trades on projection. Okay, pound dollar also hitting a fairly strong support level right now. Again, if you were to take this trade, you could probably put a 5-point stop on that, and if it breaks through, then you don't want to be in it. So you were able to execute off of that 59.60 level, set a 5-point stop in there, and as soon as you get 5+, then you want to go ahead and bring your stop up to break even. Okay, there goes the pound dollar. You should have about 5 points. Go ahead, lock in at break even. Let's see if it'll get up a little bit. Here we go. Should have about 10 points on the pound dollar. Go ahead and collect. I am collecting on that one. I like that one, and I'm in and out, and I've got 10 points. I'm flat on the pound dollar. There we go. Take your 10 points on the pound dollar. Another nice little Fibonacci wall trade with a 4-hour PMD. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You may want to wait a little bit. It's settling at 95, but really, to play it really safe, wait for that 85, 83. You'd be better off. As you can see on the practice account here, I did do something at 95. Normally, I would split my orders up so I could do one position, a light position at 95, and then my rest would be at 85, 83, so I could set my stops below that. Immediately, if I'm in profit, there's no reason why to risk. I would go ahead and bring my stop up now to break even. Again, if I was doing this on a live account, I'll go ahead and demonstrate here on the demo. I'm up 10 points right now, and you know what? 10 points is really nice, and I would go ahead and collect them. I mean, there's no reason why I shouldn't collect 10 points. And you can see if you can collect consistently, 10 points, 7 points, by the time you're done, you do a few of these things. You've got, again, if I would have done this right now, I would have added another 10 points to the account. I would be up about 60 points. This is what scalping is about. We're not in here to try to predict, where the market is eventually going to go and why is it going to do it. I mean, the idea here is to get in quickly, get your points, and if for some reason you do want to get more points, then you want to do so, but with no risk. And this is where our break-evens and our trailing stops come in. And that's when you get into a little bit of the swing trades.